This is Rustin with Metalholic Magazine and The Examiner. I'm here with Phil from Machine Head. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How's it going?
Awesome, awesome. We're on, what, the fourth day of the tour?
How's it going? Fourth day.
Fourth day?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, we played up through the West Coast.
Right.
Working our way through the...
Getting ready to go in the heart of hell for the next couple of days?
Yeah, right into the depths of the belly of the...
Absolutely. Well, speaking of fourth, you got your fourth album about to come out? Seventh album. See, I got so many bands I'm interviewing today. I've got them all right. Seventh album.
Seventh record.
Under the Locust.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the new album, because I mean, you guys really, with the last album, The Blackening, you guys really set a standard for yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, at least to the fans. I mean, it was. So, where is Under the Locust going to take you guys sonically?
I kind of feel like we keep setting the bar up, you know, after Supercharger when we came out with Ashes, which was this band's Incarnation's first record, you know. Then we did it with The Blackening. I think we're going to do it with this one as well. We're just, I don't know if we're raising the bar, but we're just taking a different path. You know, this is our journey, this is our musical career, and we're just like, hey, we're going to go in this direction for a little bit here and see. You know, we've all changed so much in the past 5 years since we wrote the Blackening. You know, as band members, as family men, as, you know, we've had children born, and you know, and it's we're going in a, you know, a pretty melodic direction, but it's still brutally heavy. We've grown as musicians. You know, Rob's been taking a lot of vocal lessons and pushing himself in that way. He's taking classical guitar lessons. We've all grown as musicians, so it's like still bonding and meshing as, you know, our MHDNA just kind of grafts together and, you know, starts forming this music, and it's you know, it's heavy. I mean, we don't have a song under 6 minutes, and you know,
you guys have a problem getting them shorter songs in there, don't you?
You know, it's a good problem, man. It's whatever. That's what the Machine Head ride is. You know, if you must be over 6 minutes long to ride the Machine Head ride. So that's just how we write, man. We like to tell a story with our music, and you know, sometimes with the lyrics too. But I mean, we like to take you on that ride, and at the end, you know, almost every time, as far as I'm concerned, what I get from a lot of people is like, you know, at the end of that ride, it's like, wow, fuck, this ride that wasn't 8 minutes ago when we took this ride, you know. It doesn't seem like 8 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever. So it's, that's just our style, you know. It's Rob is singing so much, you know, not really different. It's still, you know, his vocal, but he's just really expanding on what he's doing. You know, the writing is, man, we're just writing for ourselves, you know. It's just,
well, if you're not growing, you're dying, right?
Exactly.
So, now, we've already heard the track Locust. The album's called Unto the Locust. What's the story behind that?
The Locust is a concept I came up with, you know, or just kind of applied to this record, as I've had a couple of instances, as everybody would, of people coming into your life under false pretenses.
Right.
They infiltrate you. They behind a, you know, like there's a line in the song, you know, behind an angel's disguise, and insect preys. You know, what, somebody's coming into your life and lying and cheating and just draining you of, you know, albeit money or just your humanity. And then when they're discovered or whatever, then it's just, okay, fly off, go to the next, you know, crop or unsuspecting person. And had a couple really substantial instances in my life, and kind of spurred that thought.
Come in like a pestilence or a plague and just suck the life out of you and move on to the next one.
Exactly.
So, now the album's not coming out until later in the year. Are fans actually able to get a hold of advance copies through Mayhem, or they have to wait?
Well, that's why we did the advance mix of Locust. Was to be available for this, and we put it up on iTunes. It's not the mix that's going to be on the record, but yeah, to get keep the buzz going on the record, we felt we had a good mix to represent what the song was, have something that's going to represent our trip on stage, and you know, just to whet that appetite for shit. It's been 4.5 years before this in-between record, so.
You guys were touring on Blackening for 3+ years. Matter of fact, I wanted to ask you, when last time I saw you was when you were here with Metallica. You guys actually had a videographer going along with you filming for a DVD. Whatever came?
Yeah, there's a lot of film in the can. We, like you said, we were on tour, and with the making of the record and everything, man, we just have so much material from different videographers, and it's hard to put a lot of that together. So we wanted to do something in the interim between the blackening tour ending and doing this, but it's just proved to be such a huge task. I mean, probably eventually down the road something might happen, but it's like at a point we need to put the blackening to bed, move on with this new record, and go in that direction. So maybe in the future something might happen, but as for now, we're proceeding with the Locust.
Well, in launching the album, you guys are doing something unique with Metal Hammer over in Europe. They're actually doing a UK, they're doing a Metal Hammer magazine for you with the album in it. Mm-hmm. How did that come about? I mean, because that's unique in and of itself. So
yeah, we've always had a great relationship with the magazine, and a lot of things with the UK magazines over there. But Metal Hammer approached us with this idea. They've done it a couple times with the Slash record, with the last Motorhead record, and it's an awesome product.
Right.
It's like
how can you beat it?
125 pages or something ridiculous of of us. And the record, and we're still going through the ins and outs of what we're going to include, but it's from the fans. Like when I saw the Motorhead one, it's like, oh my god, this has got everything about the band and the history, and so it's a really cool thing.
Now I know you're a Motorhead fan. Wurzel just passed. Any words on Wurzel?
Yeah, the Wurzel era of Motorhead was a little weird. I was really into the Iron Fist record and into Ace of Spades and all that, and but of course losing one of our own in any capacity. I think that he had come to some Machine Head shows, and I think he offered to be in the band. At one point, Wurzel was playing Machine Head. So yeah, of course he's sorely missed. Motorhead is such a brick in the foundation for what we do. So our hearts go out to the Motorhead family, to his person.
Well, real quick before we get out of here, jumping back to the UK and stuff. The UK, even though they're going through the same financial turmoil we are here in the United States, still seem to embrace and really put their money and their effort into metal more so than we do here. Why do you think that is?
Man, I don't know if that's the case as far as the money and everything. Well, maybe. I think that metal is a little more mainstream over there, or just that people as a whole are more open-minded to metal. I mean, Headbangers Ball is gone again. Just people just don't. It's just not accepted as it is over there. Right. So, we love the UK. Yeah, they love their Machine Head, so it's absolutely that's a hard one to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully festivals like Mayhem and some of the other ones we're finally starting to get will turn that around. But it's hard for metal bands to stay on the road in the U.S.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, and Machine Head's a band that's always lived their life on the road, and this Mayhem tour is awesome. I think it's put together so well. It's drawing awesome. They get. I love the cross section that they provide. You get your radio rock bands because they draw the biggest.
Right.
But then they take out the Suicide Silence and the All Shall Perish and the brutal, Behemoth and all the Chimeras and but then they'll put Airborne and and
straight up
Red Fang
and
there's a good they do the Five Fingers and everything too, but it's a cross section. If you were to tell somebody what's heavy metal, what's a heavy metal show like, just take them here and you can see just about every strain of metal.
Yeah, because it's so changed. I mean, when we were growing up, what was considered metal back then would be considered barely pop rock anymore.
Yeah, right, yeah. But AC/DC was heavy metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Journey was heavy metal.
Now, how much? Go figure. How much of the new album, if any, are fans going to get a chance to hear while you're out on it?
We're playing a new tune. Yeah, we've played Locust a little bit, and it's the main stage. There's the main stage crowd, and they're not too familiar with us. The parking lot we did 3 years ago, and it was awesome. But the main stagers aren't that familiar with Machine Head, so we get a lot of people kind of watching, and by the end of the set, by Halo kicks in, they're rocking with us, but a lot of standing and watching.
And you guys are on the main stage for what, the first 9 dates?
First 9 dates. This will be date number 4.
Right, and then when you're done with Mayhem, you're going to go over to Australia, I think.
To Australia.
Then South America.
Soundwave Revolution in Australia with Van Halen, which won't suck. That'll be awesome.
That'll be.
And then we're doing South America with Sepultura, and that'll be great. And then we're doing our most ambitious headline run of Europe and UK. We're playing arenas over there, and playing Wembley Arena and some other big places. So we've got a good package with Bring Me the Horizon and Devil Driver and Dark Stout.
Nice.
Yep.
Phil Demmel, Machine Head, the new album Unto the Locust coming out later this summer. Make sure that you're cranking it up. Thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely, man.
And